I'm Kimberly, a self-taught baker. Each week, I pull a number from a jar and bake the recipe waiting on that page. No planning, no previews, just trust. Taking a quick glance at the ingredients, I have just about all of them. A small sweet potato. The only thing is it doesn't say what kind of sweet potato. I have a white Japanese sweet potato, so that's what I'm going to use. I also have white miso. I just have some on hand. But everything else I have all of these ingredients. Again, so lucky. So I'm gonna get started. Wish me luck. I'm going to figure out how much of the sweet potato I need. The recipe says I need 170 grams or about 6 ounces. So I'm gonna weigh it first to see how much I'll need. And it's enough, it's 390 grams. I have all of the dough ingredients prepped. I'm saving the miso glaze prep until I can get the dough to rise. That way it'll save me time. So I'm going to uncover the instructions and see what we have to do. Wow, this is a long instruction list. We're boiling the sweet potato and the milk together. And then oh, I forgot about the butter. I forgot about the butter. I have butter in my apron so that it can come to room temperature faster. It's a little trick I picked up. And then we add the butter and miso to the sweet potatoes, and then we mash it. We stir in the sugar. Oh, okay. I'm supposed to activate my yeast, but this is the fast-acting yeast that I have. So I'm going to skip this step of activating it because with the rapid rise yeast, you don't need to bloom the yeast first. So we use the machine to knead it. Oh, this has me kneading it by hand. Why would I do that if I have a machine to do it for me? And it looks like there's going to be 8 rolls. So it takes about 20 to 25 minutes to bake. And then while it's baking, that's when we make the glaze. We brush them over the baked rolls while it's still warm. The sweet potato rolls have cooled a bit right after they came out of the oven. I put the miso glaze across the top while it was hot, and I'm really glad that there was a glaze that went with it. I'm not sure if you can tell by looking at it, but the top started to brown a little bit too dark in some places, and I think that has something to do with the oven temperature. The temperature for this bake was 375 Fahrenheit. I think that may have been a little too hot. It started to brown very quickly, so I put foil over the top just to slow down the browning so that the inside can cook all the way. Because this is an enriched dough for the bread, I had to make sure that the inside was cooked all the way. So I used a pen thermometer. I checked the center roll to make sure that it was cooked all the way. The temperature should read between 190 degrees Fahrenheit and 200 degrees Fahrenheit. It was very close to 200, so that's when I decided to keep it out of the oven. I wish you can smell how good this smells. There is this, definitely a sweet yeast smell, but also just something else. I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like I can smell the miso, but it's not overpowering. It's not strong at all. I'm very intrigued to try this. Ooh, they're sticky. They're kind of sticky from the maple glaze a little. Oh, wow. It's still steaming hot. Normally, I like to let bread cool all the way, because if you open a piece of bread before it's cooled completely, the texture on the inside can become a bit gummy, but I don't think I can wait. It's just, it smells, yeah, it has that sweet yeast aroma. It smells so good. I wish you could smell this. While it's hot. Oh, wow. This isn't as sweet as I thought it would be because of the sweet potato, and also because of the maple miso glaze on top. It almost has a kind of savory flavor to it, which is very interesting. It was not what I thought it would taste like at all. The texture of this bread is very soft, it's very bouncy. Because I used a white Japanese sweet potato, I'm wondering if the color, if you used an orange sweet potato, if the internal color would be a bit more orange. I'm pretty sure it would be. It's very, very light, and I wonder if that is from the sweet potato. I'm just like squishing it because it's so bouncy. I think for a dinner roll, it might be a bit on the large side. This could probably, you could probably make 12 of these if you wanted to use a pan, but they would be much smaller. I just feel like these are just so dense. I mean, there's so much bread in here, but it's so, so good. It really is good. Thank you for joining me while I trust the process. Hit the subscribe button below so you won't miss a new episode.